everybody. Welcome to Beyond Boundaries with Lisa Richmond. I am Lisa Richmond, and this is Tarot Tuesday. So let's get right in here. So as you might know, if you're first-time watchers, I use these cards along with my intuition, along with Spirit's guidance. So it might be a bit different than your average tarot reader because I don't just read the tarot. I let the cards kind of work with the messages that are coming through. So in saying that, let's jump in and do a little prayer to start. Spirit guides, highest guidance system to come in with lots of love, ease, and grace today, to be able to bring through any messages deemed for the greatest good of all involved from and only from the highest consciousness available. Feeling the love today. So any messages to start off, Spirit today, just tuning into the universal energies here. I really feel like to start off, the messages are really like allowing yourself to step back from any intensity that might be showing up around you. So if you're feeling intense energies or any kind of chaos or conflict energies, to allow yourself to disengage and be the observer. We've talked about being the observer lots lately, but that's really strong. Step back, be the observer, and most of all, observe your emotions and the emotional reactions, input, output that might be associated with anything that shows up. And without judgment, allow those emotions to kind of move through you. So really don't be super attached to this, even the circumstances that are showing up. Really allow yourself to observe the next couple of weeks, because that's going to allow you to see things authentically and not from a reactive way. Okay. So that's where they want to start off. So I'm going to start right from the beginning with the good tarot. Oh my goodness, I've got jumpers. Those were not. No, I want to feel into the energy. I do feel a lot of kind of like staticky energy here. So I just want to ask my guides to help me just ground in the energies here, to be able to pull through these cards in a very grounded way. Quite often this can happen when there's a lot of energies watching. Oh, the Magician. Okay, so this is the Magician card. And I mean, the Magician in the original tarot and the Magician in this, very similar. But what's really coming through, if you really look into his eyes, there is some serious wisdom there. And this coming through at the beginning is such an indication. Like, look at the energy of him and like how he is showing up. It's very much like an observer. Like he's standing there with the wisdom to be able to observe and know that everything he needs, everything you need, you have. And you have this wisdom piece. You have the ability to stand outside and see things from an outside perspective. He kind of looks like Santa too. And Santa's so magic. So I feel like there's some like childlike magic in there too. And I was talking about this before too, is that right now in the midst of some of the chaotic energy that's coming about, there's this like call to be able to connect with our inner child. And I know a lot of you watching could be doing a lot of inner child work or have just come through some inner child work. But this isn't necessarily like tough child work. I'm thinking more like inner child, like playfulness, like the inner child that looks at this card and sees Santa. Because inner child is really big right now, and being able to let that aspect of self be playful and not take things too darn seriously. Because it's like when like Mercury's going into retrograde and we're going into eclipse season and all this stuff, it's like when you're a kid, kids don't know about Mercury retrograde. Well, my kids do, but not in the same type of way. But it's not like this, like, oh, how can I figure this out? Go into my head and like figure outable. Even in the spiritual, how am I going to get my answers or have this figure outable kind of thing? This is more like Resist the need to know everything right now. Resist the need to have all your answers figured out and roll with it. Go with the flow. Go with the flow. You've got everything you need. You got everything you need in your little sack, in Santa's sack. All the magic happens there. You have everything you need. Trust that. Okay. So, what is to go with the Magician card today? What is some energies that we can roll with, Spirit, to allow me to see moving with the Magician card? The Empress. So, two major arcana cards, which is pretty impressive. So the Empress card is that of fertility, creative, creating something new. That is also such a huge energy right now. Spring equinox, moving into spring. April 1st is kind of like the real new year of like starting the freshness. That's where like the fertility comes in, the new creativity, like, you know, bees are buzzing, birds are singing, like it is time to create the new. And the Empress is all about creative energy. It's all about the nurturing, the tending to the garden, like it's very much about like that new creation, that fertility feeling, that nurturing mama kind of energy, but also like that like playful nurturing, kind of like not just like, this is so weird to say, but almost like the fun auntie nurturing versus like mom. Moms are great. Moms are awesome. Like there's all about like the mama energy and the fertility about it. But like there's it's about like engaging in the spring with like that nurturing, fun, creative energy, in that feminine way that would be like an auntie versus like your mom. I don't know why that came through. That was very specific, but kind of funny. Okay, what else do we have to go with the Magician and the Empress? And then we'll really go into it. What do we have? What do we have to go with these two? Okay. So the Eight of Fire. That's interesting. The Eight of Fire is like the Eight of Wands. What I'm getting with this, whether or not she says it in this, what I'm getting with the Eight of Fire and the Eight of Wands is kind of like, yes, it's momentum forward, it's moving forward, but it's in an authentic way. Okay, so it's kind of like the idea of not changing your ways based upon societal norms, not like no conforming to anybody else's stuff, like being real and going forward, being like, hey, you know what? It's like that spring thing. Like I've shed the stuff. I'm moving forward. I'm not conforming into anybody else's energy. I don't really care if there's like massive conflict around. I've learned what I need to learn through this conflict. It's not pulling me in anymore. I'm like, I'm footloose, fancy free, going forward. I want to see here what there's something in her words because it's always different. Gathering momentum, celebrating swift changes, travel, transformation. Momentum is building as the power of spirit serves to power this transformation. I am traveling to new territories and I'm eager to experience all that these lands have to offer. I've arrived at my destination. Now the adventure of discovery is energizing me. I love that. Okay, so it's like moving into this as the third one, and I really want to say that with the Magician and the wisdom behind this is like trusting that when you go on your path, on your journey, because this is kind of like getting there. Okay, when you're going on your journey, you can trust that you have everything you need. And that is so much about the energy of the Magician, is that with the Magician, you carry your magic with you, carry your magic sack with you. You've got everything you need. You've got all the tools. You've got everything you need. You don't need to seek out anybody else's advice. You've got it. This is like a journey of self, and have some fun doing it. This is like playful, and this is really funny why they keep giving me like it's auntie energy, not mama. Because like I mean, mama energy is amazing. We all know that. But like auntie energy is something different. It's like that fun auntie where you can like go and like rock out with fun auntie, and it's not the same rules. It's not the same, like you get to paint and not worry about getting paint all over yourself. You get to run around in your bare feet and not worry about bringing mud into the house. Like this is the Empress energy that they're talking about this spring. So it's like take all your tricks that you've worked so hard to take with you, run around like fun auntie, not giving a flying F about what anybody says. And then this is like, then by doing that, you get to arrive at the place in that adventure. Like you get to show up so authentically, dirty feet and all, and being like, okay, I'm ready. I like full on trust myself. Nothing from the past of the worry, the fear, the whatever has followed me, and I'm on my journey. And this is all about the spring. This is their spring energy. Don't worry too much about like the okay to-do list. I have to do this. And I keep saying like this to-do list thing is coming up. And like, I mean, I'm not a to-do list person. That's not my energy. But I mean, I get the use in it, how it can be helpful. But like if you need to make a list because it makes you feel safe, like maybe make a list of all the things that you want to have fun over the next 2 weeks. What's a list of like the most fun thing that you can do? So entering into the aspect of fun is huge. It's time for people to laugh. Like we're coming out of kind of hibernation mode, and like think less about all the things you need to do and all the work you need to do, and think more about like, man, I've done the work. I've gone in deep. I have dug into each corner of my psyche to investigate what needs to be worked out, what needs to be looked at, what needs to be let go of. And like, great, amazing, like, good on you. But now's the time to have some freaking fun. You worked hard for it. Okay. Wisdom of Oracle. Can you please give me a validating card or anything that was missed throughout this reading to validate or confirm, to bring through any messages that haven't been spoken about or clarified? Spokified. There's a new word for me. Spokified. Deep knowing. We got this last week. So deep knowing goes with the Magician, number 43. 4 to 3 weeks. I said this last time. This is awesome because this is eclipse season 2 with all the moons. So there's a wisdom piece in this. This is the deep knowing. This really goes along with this. This is like, it looks like those two cards could be together, right? They really mirror each other. So again, a deep knowing, go inside, know that you know what you need. You know exactly what this is and what piece of this is applicable to you and what you need to move forward in this like super playful time right now. Okay, is there any animals that want to come through? If there's an animal that you still need to, or not still need to, if there's an animal that has continued to come up for you that you've seen a lot of, and there's a validator, or if there's an animal that indicates or means or represents something, Spirit, please bring for any animal clarity, archangel animal clarity today. Guinea pig. Oh, that's cute. Okay, Archangel Mary. Guinea pig, do your part to illuminate the universe. Ooh. So if anyone has a guinea pig, has seen a guinea pig, has some kind of connection to the guinea pig spirit, or whether or not anything in this resonates, this is a validator. I am going to read from the guidebook to see. Okay, this is the card of love. I figured with the Archangel Mary. Just reading it starts to connect you energetically to the guinea pigs and through them to the cosmic heart. Be open to receiving a download. Ooh. Remember that when love flows from your heart, it ignites the hearts of all around you. Then, for a brief and glorious moment, You activate and light up the stellar links throughout creation with bright pink love. In this way, you do your part to illuminate the universe. In response, the cosmos floods you with love and all manner of abundance. Just relax and trust, knowing that love is coming to you. Like, how beautiful is that? And I love the coloring. I love the shape, the guinea pig, straight from the heart. It actually looks like the back of the card, which is like kind of that universal love. So, hold on a sec. I'm bringing something through. So the thing with this love energy that's coming in, that's really tying in a lot of the reading, because it's like a playful aspect of self. It's like kind of like um taking off that hard shell, that exterior shell that has protected us for so long, and then that perception of like all the work we have to do, and like how do we know if we're going in the right place? How do we know if we're making the right decisions? Like, I need answers on where I'm supposed to go. I feel so lost. I feel like everything is mucky. I don't know where to go. Am I making the right choices? All that kind of stuff. What this reading is really saying is it's time to step away from the old um, kind of trap of where the mind plays on you, where you have to know everything before you proceed. This is like, you have that deep knowing. You know your guidance system. You've got all the tricks you need. You have everything you need on this journey. Go have some fun. Open your heart and love, and trust that with that universal love energy that's very playful. I mean, like, if there's a guinea pig, does the guinea pig not remind you of like childhood playfulness? Like, what kid doesn't love a guinea pig? Like, it's not like we walk around and talk to other adults a lot about like the deep love we have for guinea pigs. Maybe we do, but I'm willing to bet that that's because of some kind of inner child thing. Because guinea pigs are like super inner child love pet type of thing, right? And so this is like really bringing up like your deep knowing. You know you have done all the work. There's no more big work at this time. Now is a time to take all of that in and dance under the sun, go play, right? And have that love and know that that is the journey right now. So when in doubt, go towards the playfulness. Okay, that's going to be really big for you right now. And so I really hope that this aligns with whomever it needs to align with, because this is a very strong message. And so if you're watching this thinking that you're like, I want some answers, this is the answer. Is stop seeking the answers. You know them. Put the bags down for a hot sec and go have some fun. Okay? Go to a pet store and hold the guinea pigs. They'll probably bring you some joy. For sure. So I hope that this resonated. Take what you want, and please like, subscribe, share to anybody who you think might benefit from this reading, and know that it comes to you with pure love energy. So from my heart to yours, I hope you have a wonderful rest of March and happy spring.